Pops wasn't letting nobody play with him like that either. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like he taught us, like overall how to move as men. You know what I mean? I think that gave us an advantage that is invaluable. But a lot of men and women never had that. So you're dealing with a lot of guys who never were taught how to move as a man, never taught how to regulate their own emotions, never taught how to get their own egos in check. And then when you're a man who can't regulate your ego and can't regulate your emotions, you're dangerous.
I built this me, brick by brick.
Welcome to Brick by Brick, where we discuss different ways for you to build your empire, one brick at a time. We discuss everything from real estate, e-commerce, stocks, crypto, and more. Whether you're an entrepreneur, working a 9-to-5, or in the streets, Brick by Brick is here to help you get to the next level. Let's go.
What is going on? Welcome back to another episode of Brick by Brick. This is actually a special episode, and it's been a minute, but we're getting back into the groove, and this is an important conversation that I think both of us wanted to have because both of us were thinking about it. And yeah, man, before we even get into it, man, big bro, how you doing, man?
I'm blessed, black, and highly favored. Just got gave the kids breakfast.
Yeah. See, I was gonna say something, but I saw you looking fake swole when we started the call, so I was like, all right.
Everyone can realize how big of a hater you are. So that's what it is. I don't know what I'm going to tell you. I was talking to my boy Wood the other day. And we talk about like working out in the gym and all that. Yeah. And I was like, bro, to be honest, I do it to feel good and look good, live longer. But the most important reason for me is to stay dangerous.
Yeah.
I don't want anybody playing with me. And then, like, I got 2 sons. Bro, when they get older and they think they can try me, we're going to wash them up.
Yeah, nah, exactly. So it's funny, and I say this probably every episode, but this is how I know you, my brother, because you want to stay healthy and you want to be active and play with your kids and do that whole thing. But one, I'm training to stay dangerous, but also, hey, listen, we both used to watch The Walking Dead, you know what I'm saying? So I'm like, hey, God forbid zombie apocalypse ever happen. I can't be out here sluggish and sloppy, you know what I'm saying? Like
and dodge.
Yeah, exactly. You know what I mean? I got to be on point, man. So yeah, man. So when I know a lot of things we both been working on, I know you've been working on new properties. I've been working on a couple of new businesses and projects, man. So we got a lot of things in motion and definitely blessed and thankful for that. And matter of fact, I don't even know if we recorded since then, but like you done got married and we done had the whole like wedding in Jamaica and like did that whole thing. Yeah.
I think we had since, but that was a minute ago, bro.
I know. Yeah. And actually, you know what? We still got to drop a special episode, probably like a 10-minute joint, because I still got a bunch of footage from Jamaica. You know what I'm saying, with all of us down there hanging out. We had a blast, and that was a lot of fun, man. So that was cool. So but for this episode, no, what were you gonna say?
Nah, I said in Jamaica, niggas spilled a whole plate of rice in the passenger seat. I'm like, rice in the car, son. It's rice, bro. It's gonna take forever.
Oh man, I don't even know how that happened, but it's all good. We could talk about that later, man. But as far as this episode, we wanted to discuss something kind of important to both of us. I know both of us were fans of Dolph and have been fans for a long time. Young Dolph, for those of y'all who don't know, definitely look him up. But I'm sure if you're listening to the show, you probably know who Young Dolph is, man. So Young Dolph, actually, he was taken from us prematurely on November 17th, 2021. So that's like almost 3 years ago now. And yeah, man, Young Dolph was a really dope rapper from the city of Memphis, from South Memphis specifically, had his own record label, PRE, Paper Route Empire. Made a lot of dope music, especially for people who, are on a grind about their paper, about their money, entrepreneurs, whether that be legally or in the streets. But made a lot of really dope music. And unfortunately, got into some street beef with Yo Gotti's team and record label. I think specifically I mean, he had been beefing with Gotti, and we all know Yo Gotti as the main rapper for his music for his label CMG. But really got into some beef heavily with Yo Gotti's older brother, Big Jook. And I mean, unfortunately, both of them are no longer with us, and Young Dolph's passing created a whole tidal wave of violence in Memphis. So we just kind of wanted to touch on that, man, because as young black men who are fathers, who are business owners and entrepreneurs, and both have some experience in the street, we can definitely relate to Dolph. But I think most importantly, man, like as fathers and brothers and heads of families, it's important for us and black as black men, it's like, man, like it's always sad to see someone that you can connect with go out that early, man. So and specifically, we're recording this episode because I know, like, Greg, this is your idea to record it as well. So I wanted to kind of let you speak and kind of get your take on it and see what inspired you to want to record and touch on this topic.
Um, like I really rock with Dolph. His music was dope, but more so who he was as a man and you know what I'm saying, as a father, you know what I'm saying? Like he was always giving you game on getting money, staying out the way, not hating, and like doing for your children. You know what I'm saying? Like I started years ago back in 2018 buying a property for both of the kids. But what Dolph would do is every year he'll buy a property for his kids on their birthday. Like stuff like that is dope. You know what I'm saying? Like he helped the people around him. And what really got to me, why I really wanted to shoot this was one, there's a whole lot of ego involved, more so from what I saw, because mind you, I don't know these people, but just from watching the court case, like seeing the stuff that Jook would put on Instagram, it's a lot of ego. Yeah, he was dissing y'all, but y'all dissing back. It ain't never really that serious where both of them are gone and their kids are left with no fathers over egos. You know what I'm saying? Like Dolph said what he said and he stood on it. But I don't remember it being him more so pushing the violence. And I mean, it's rap, you know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me, it was a lot of that. And then when I started paying attention to the case and seeing what's going on, like I'm seeing where like Dolph was making mistakes on the way he was moving and how these quote unquote criminals or shooters, them niggas wasn't built for that. Like just off the way they were moving, they weren't built for that. Even Jook, I don't know nothing about bruh, but if you a street dude, like I get it. Everyone has a camera now. But if you are putting prices on people's head, why are you talking about it?
Yeah.
Why are you clowning it after the fact? Why are you even saying anything? Why are you on the phone with these people? Like a lot of things that I saw made no sense. And I'm like, I can't be the only dude that's been outside in these streets that really got common sense to where like how to move, things to do, things not to do. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't want to sit here and I'm not trying to sit here and get anybody a manual on how to commit crimes properly. I'm just trying to say, one, we got to kill the egos. And if you out here moving around, you got to move smart. Ain't no way around it. Right? Ain't no way around it.
Yeah, man. And I mean, even to your point, like you said, man, it's rap, it's entertainment. And I actually had heard recently, because I mean, I watched all the videos that you sent me. Shout out to the Law and Crime YouTube channel. I'm probably gonna link it in the information because they did a lot of really good coverage on the case. Yeah. But you know, when you with the YouTube algorithm, when you watch one or two things, they start giving you more videos around stuff like that. So I started watching like a bunch of videos kind of associated with it. And it was crazy because from what I know, I think the beef started around like 2012. So this beef is 2014 now. So this is like 14 years in the making. Yeah, you know, so it's like, so initially Dolph was supposed to, or Yo Gotti wanted Dolph to sign with CMG with his label, and Dolph essentially opted not to and decided to kind of go independent. And I guess that's where the beef kind of started. But from what I heard, initially it was like it was supposed to be like a fake beef, like on some wrestling type stuff. Where like, all right, you didn't sign with me, cool, but you're gonna talk your stuff, I'm gonna talk my stuff. But at the end of the day, it'll be good marketing for both of us because all right, cool. Like now we're like we're both talking ish, whatever, cool. And then it escalated and got real apparently around the time when I think Black Youngster had signed to CMG, and Black Youngster was like really was, and I believe probably is like really in the streets. So Black Youngster went to Young Dolph's neighborhood and had a bunch of guys out there with straps and talking about they looking for Dolph and da 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 da. And I guess it kind of got real around that time. And then Dolph still talking how he talks. He's talking about Gotti and Black Youngster and Big Jook. I think he called Big Jook like Yo Gotti's like big sister or something like that. And like you said, like it went from the music and entertainment to egos. And my thing is like, man, if I'm a business owner and I'm a father and I'm in music and I'm in entertainment, like let's keep it that way, right? And if you diss me and I feel the way, you know what? Cool. I'm not bugging because one is entertainment, and two, bro, I'm rich. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm rich, you're rich, we're wealthy, we're in the same city getting money. Like, bro, I can get over it. You know what I'm saying? Because like I'm waking up in a big house. Like
Bro,
we take like what are we bugging about?
you can, but a lot of people can't because their ego gonna get in the way. Like I know, I know that feeling, bro. Like I know that feeling, and that's why growing up, I never really tried to beef with nobody because it
Yeah.
was part of a lot of it was my ego, if I'm being completely honest. But I know I was gonna always jump off the like I'm jumping off into the abyss. How it's gonna go, that's what we're doing. I'm not thinking about tomorrow. I'm not thinking about like none of that makes any sense, bro. Like
Yeah.
don't none of it
Yeah.
makes
But see, but here's the thing though, and I feel you, but you were saying like, yo, that was you when you were younger, you know what I mean? And hey, like, bro, like, I mean, they say that the human brain isn't fully formed until you turn like 25 anyway, but Jook is older than both of us, you know what I'm saying?
I've
So,
yes, but I'm telling you, unless you have some form of enlightenment, done some form of therapy, done some form of soul searching to understand who you are as a person, you're gonna be who you're gonna be no matter how old you are. Because I was in prison at 40 and I was still with whatever you with, I'm with it. What we doing? And thank God I had a few good men like Dez and David and like even like Tater, you know what I'm saying? Like be like, bro, that don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, he said something behind your back. But for me, I'm like, nah, bro, it's a principle. You know what I'm saying? When I see him, I'm gonna slap shit. Bro, you got a date to go home. Like, I'm ready to go to hell with dudes that got a whole life sentence over something they said behind my back. They don't even man up to say it to my face. And
yeah,
they're like, bro, you bugging. And as a man now, I understand that, bro. A lot of that was just ego. Because who you
yeah,
really got something to prove to? It's a room
yeah,
full of things. Like some of us going home, some of us ain't. So who you really proving something to? Yourself? Bro, like that's ego. And what I saw with them dudes, bro, that's a lot of ego. Yeah,
yeah,
he made a song about go play with your beat. Okay. Yeah, he dish you here and there. Okay.
yeah.
Like what we really doing? Bro, I give you an example. This 3 unit I bought back in January, right? Is the first property I bought with tenants in it. One of the tenants was a guy upstairs. And trying to think the best way to put it. Anyhow, bro was disrespectful, but he act very feminine. So
Mm,
that's his past. And bro, it's like you know me. I'm not really playing that.
mm,
So he disrespected me once, maybe twice before. And one day, like I'm out there at the property and my guy Stef was working, and like I'm leaning on the fence. And like he's coming out to feed his cats or whatever he's doing. And I'm so I can call him over. I'm like, hey bro, check this out. I know you don't know me, but you know I own the property, you know I'm working on the property. But every time I see you, I deal with you with respect, no matter how you coming at me. I move with respect first because I don't want nobody disrespecting me. Because if you do, then I feel like I have to take my respect, right?
mm,
We had a conversation. It wasn't going to happen again. Boom. Like Not even 3 weeks later, it happens again. And I'm like, he on month to month. So before I overreact, let my ego get in the way, mind you, still on probation.
Mm-hmm.
So no matter how that play out, it looks bad on me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, I'm just gonna give you an eviction notice. Gave him the eviction notice. He called me, texted me to say, I'm sorry, I'm gonna do better. I can give you a promissory note. You're 42. If you can't control your feelings and your emotions, what is a promissory note going to do? I'm like, no, thank you.
Yeah.
He, but he's still coming back to the property. He moves like a few blocks down the street. He keeps coming back to the property and he's feeding these cats, right? Stray cats. He has like a few cats himself, and then he's feeding the stray cats. But he's leaving all the trash and stuff in my, like, right by my garage in the driveway. And I asked him not to do it. I'm like, bro, can you stop? Because I got to clean up after you and your cats. It's like, it makes no sense. A few times I've said it, but I don't never see him. So I'm there about a week ago, cleaning up some trash and kind of helping him get everything together because I'm listing the property. And I'm walking to the car to grab something. And who I see? Bruh, putting out like paper plates and stuff, feeding the cats. I'm like, yo, bro, I asked you not to do this. Please pick him up, take it somewhere else.
Yeah.
Stop being aggressive. I'm still human, so I meet your aggression with aggression, like what we doing.
Yeah.
And I move him off my property. I didn't put my hands on him, but I got him off my property.
Mm-hmm.
And he said to me, I'll blow your effing brains out, say something else. So I stepped closer to him and I said something else. And I'm
Yeah.
like, what we doing? Because anything you want, I'm on.
Yeah.
Then it clicked immediately. I'm like, one, the devil trying to trick me out the streets. And two, bro, you letting your ego get in the way. So I kindly asked him to come back on my property and I step off. And he commenced to, from the alley, try to violate me verbally, right? The old me, I'm kicking the skin off your forehead. Like, what we doing?
Yeah.
But if we're out here saying we're doing better and we're trying to do better and people need to do better, we got to lead by example.
Yeah.
So I just laughed and kept it moving because it's only words. But if you don't have control over your ego, bro, like it's gonna get the best of you.
Yeah. And you know what? You know what though? It's not even just ego, but something that Black men in particular have to get better at is not just getting your ego in check, but also regulating your emotions. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, the statistics in the Black community in America, at least, are that like 70+% of children grow up without their father in the home. You know what I'm saying? And for boys and girls who grow into men and women, if you don't have a father in the home, especially a good stand-up father who will help you, who will show you what that emotional regulation looks like, it's damn near difficult to learn that on your own. You know what I'm saying? And by the graces of God, like we both had we both had a father, you know what I'm saying? Like now we didn't have him in the home to the extent that like he was like, yo, like he was there every day, you know what I'm saying? But it's like, and by the graces of God, like I think that like we ended up taking a lot of the positive things from him, which to me you spoke about like a couple weeks ago. You know what I'm saying? Like we took a lot of positive stuff from him, which I'm infinitely grateful and thankful for. But a lot of us didn't even get to spend any time with their dads. You know what I'm saying? Like I think even the time that we were able to spend with pops gave us a lot of gems and showed us how to move and how to act in certain good ways and bad ways, because I know Pops wasn't letting nobody play with him like that either. You know what I'm saying? But at the same time, like he taught us like like overall how to move as men. You know what I mean? I think that gave us an advantage that is invaluable. But a lot of men and women never had that. So you're dealing with a lot of guys who never were taught how to move as a man, never taught how to regulate their own emotions, never taught how to get their own egos in check. And then when you're a man who can't regulate your ego and can't regulate your emotions, you're dangerous, but not in a good way. You know what I'm saying? Like we want to stay dangerous because it's like, yo, I'm staying dangerous to protect myself and protect my family. where a lot of guys are staying dangerous and they're dangers to society. Like they're literal menaces to society. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always scared of a sucker because you never know what he's gonna do. Like somebody scary, I'm terrified of because you never
Yeah.
know what he's gonna do. Because even when I got shot, the guy that shot me wasn't a gangster.
Mm-hmm.
He would have to cross the street. We outside, bro. You know what I'm saying? You crossing the street.
Yeah.
But because he's scary and I underestimated him, I got shot.
Yeah.
I'm scared of scary man, bro. No,
Yeah.
no.
No, it's a real thing.
Yeah. But now, like what you're saying about with so our generation and the generation before us, we didn't really have the luxury of therapy being a thing and our parents talking about therapy. And you know what I mean? Like men, boys growing up with like knowing how to regulate their feelings and emotions because we were always taught what you crying for? Suck it up. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like niggas, you know what I'm saying? Like niggas get shot every day, but you're gonna be all right. Like
Yeah.
we never had those tools that I mean, I'm grateful that we have them now because like even with Grayson and Anthony, I'd be like, bro, if you feel some kind of way, talk to me about it. And if you have to cry, cry. It's nothing wrong with crying. It don't make you weak. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? But like we grew up in the generation before us and before that as well, grew up with men ain't supposed to cry, suppress your feelings and da. And then we turn around and we lash out. Like it just builds up until you explode. Never a good thing.
Yeah. Yeah. So
So,
it's real. It's real. And but I mean, to your point, man, it's like we have to be better at emotional regulation and we gotta have conversations. And to be honest, man, like what I would have loved to see is, man, all right, cool. If Dolph and Gotti got the wrestling beef or whatever, you know what I'm saying, type thing going on, then cool. I think when it really got past, all right, we not joking no more, is when like Black Youngster allegedly had let off like 100 shots at Dolph's truck. And I mean, luckily it was bulletproof. And then Dolph was like, all right, cool. Like Dolphin made a whole song and album about the 100 shot scenario, which takes it to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Which I mean, to in that regard, I think that was smart. That was good for marketing. But it's like once we take it like they took it to the streets. What I would love to see, what I would have loved to have seen is all right, cool. They squash it, and now Young Dolph and Yo Gotti make a collab tape or a single or something like that. And now you got the whole Memphis together getting money, you know what I'm saying? Ain't no more beef, ain't no more drama. Like, yo, we're cool. Like, yo, we was beefing, we was talking our mess. Now listen, I'm getting money, you getting money. We're both the two hottest artists in Memphis right now. Let's just squash it, get a bigger bag, make a single, make a tape, dope mixtape, and now we lit, we turned up, and it's cool. You know what I'm saying? Unfortunately, things didn't work out that way. But like you said, man, there's too many egos and too many emotions involved. And I think one of the things that bothers me to I mean, there's a few things around that bothers me. You know what I'm saying? To kind of to bring it to the next thing. One, and let me even cover this. It's kind of like this off topic, but on topic. What you said about Dolph and what he did as far as like buying a property for his kids each year for their birthday, like bro, that is what inspired me. And in a lot of ways, I had heard about Dolph, but I didn't listen to Dolph like that. And when I heard him say that in an interview, that made me a fan of his music because I was like, it's one thing for a rapper to be a street dude, but when you a street dude, but you have a higher level mentality like that, now I'm like, you know what? All right, cool. Let me actually tap into your music. Even same thing with Nipsey. Like I knew, like I'd rock with Nipsey, but I didn't really become a fan of Nip until I really heard him discuss business. And I was like, oh, like, no, like this is because I'm like, from what I knew about Nipsey originally, I was like, oh, Cali dude, gang member, it's a million of those. They not really saying not much different stuff. There's no reason for me to really tap into and listen to them. You know what I'm saying? But when I heard Nip talking about business and his marketing strategies and how he was going about things differently with promoting his music and his brand, I was like, you know what? All right, let me actually tap into this dude. And bro, we were listening to Victory Lap. Like if Victory Lap was a CD or a tape, the tape would have been broken, the CD would have been scratched up because we was playing that Like that was my theme music for a minute, you know what I'm saying? So same thing with Dolph, man. But and I respected Dolph heavily because unfortunately, when he got shot, he was in Memphis doing a turkey drive to give to literally feed the community, give out turkeys because Thanksgiving was gonna be in a few days. You know what I'm saying? And it's
And
like, yo, like,
bro, they planned on trying to get him at the turkey drive with
yeah,
family who get there. Like, bro, how thirsty are you? That makes no sense.
and
But back to what you're saying with Dolph and Nip, right? I can't remember the name of the song now, but Dolph, one of his first joints I seen, like one of his major joints, he did a video. Like he had on a black trench coat and he was in a church. It wasn't getting paid, young nigga. It was a known one, or it might have been that. But when I'm listening to the words, I'm like, oh, I can relate to this dude. And that's when I really got into Dolph before I even heard anything about the interviews. And like with Nip, he reminded me of Boogie a whole lot.
yeah,
So that's why I
definitely,
gravitated, you know what I'm saying? Like I kind of gravitated to him. And then when I listen to the music, I'm like, oh, he's another real dude. Like he ain't really faking the funk. And I mean, I got that same vibe from Dolph. And that's why I got into their music. And it just so happened that they did everything outside of that that made them amazing to me. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah. And I'm gonna tell you what's sad about both those scenarios, man. Like Dolph got smoked in his hometown patronizing a business that he supported and was trying to give back to his community. And Nipsey got smoked in his hometown and in a plaza that he used to a shopping plaza that he used to hustle in, got kicked out of, and then ended up buying. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, bro, like it's sad that a lot of guys, most rappers get murdered in their hometown, where they're from, where you really where it really should be the most love is in a lot of times is where they get the most hate. And the guys that killed him were stupid, bro. Stupid. Like the way they were moving was stupid. You were supposed to get paid 40 bands, you only get 800, you know what I'm saying? Like there are so many things that, bro, the cell phone usage where they were dumping the car. Like you said, like we don't want to make this a manual on how to commit crimes, but it's like, bro, there were so many points of failure and stupidity. It's like, yo, what were y'all really doing out here? And then, bro, the one of the dudes, the main dude who ended up singing like a bird in court, literally smoked off on his daughter's birthday, bro. You know what I'm
So
saying?
I got a lot to
Yeah,
unpack. So, all right, boom, boom. Nip and Dolph got killed in their hood. Yes. Like that's crazy. But you also got to think these people know them, so they hating on them because they all came from the same environment. But I made it and you didn't. It's your fault. It's not something I did wrong. It's not that I didn't put in the work. It's your fault. So that's a whole lot of hate.
yeah,
Number two, like we have to move better. Like not because we come from the hood and we tough. That means nothing. We have to move better. You know what I'm saying? Like example, Nip should have had security,
yeah,
not his homeboys, because I mean his homeboys are there and all of that. But your job is to pay for security, like
yeah,
actually pay for it, like people that can take care of you, people that
yeah,
like ex-military, like
yeah,
like your life means everything. Like your job is to get home to your kids every day. They both should have been doing that, right?
mm-hmm,
When I watched Dolph's the recording from the cookie shop, I see problems. And
bro,
and mind you, I'm not trying to blame bro, and I'm not trying to blame his brother. I'm just saying, if we got money, we have to move better. Like we have
yeah,
to move militant, especially if
yeah,
you have to move militant, right?
yeah.
Examples.
Man, hold
Dolph
on.
PR,
Before you even continue, I already know you about to say everything I was thinking because I'm watching the tape and I'm like, bruh, first of all, I'm gonna let you continue, but bruh, you got the most, you done wrap the car in a recognizable rap, like a bunch of your cars just rap like that. And we know what your cars look like, bro. You ain't got no security with you. Ain't nobody, bro. If it's you and your brother, mind you, like he said, his brother's security. That's one thing. But bro, why don't you have a dude out front of the cookie shop standing there. Like, yo, y'all go in and do what y'all do. It's supposed to be 1 or 2, 3 dudes outside, but continue, man.
Right. So he should never be moving around alone. He should be moving in a convoy. Not because you're scary, because you're smart. The goal is forever to get home to your kids. You know what I mean? Ain't no way around it. The goal is to forever get home. So yes, your car is recognizable. So you move militant, bro. You have an SUV in the front, one in the back. You move militant. And you paying these people because you can afford to pay these people, right? Now, let me show you the mistakes I see. Dolph had an AR on the driver's side on the floor. His brother had a gun on him. Mind you, as I'm watching the video and they get out the car and they're walking into the store and they get into the store, I can tell you, I could have bet you every property I own, his brother had a gun on him. I can tell. You know what I'm saying? Why? Number one, why is there a safety on? I'm saying, like, if you in the streets, bro, like, and I get it. Most people haven't lived that life, so I'm not knocking them. But if you haven't, then bro, get security because one, your safety should never be on. Break it off if you have to.
Yeah.
Because if somebody run up on you, you have no time. You have to pull and squeeze. How do you have time to pull, squeeze, and take the safety off? Like you got to back them up off you. The goal is to back, you know what I'm saying? It's to back a person up off you so you have room to breathe.
Yeah.
Then you figure out what you're doing and bust your plays.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two, and I'm really not trying to put it like this, but I don't really know how else to put it because I'm really not coming
No, bro, keep it real. Keep it real.
If you watch the video and you really pay attention, his brother had a handgun. He got one shot off. Why he get one shot off? If you pay attention, he busts. And when he comes out the door, the gun is cocked back. If you're a novice, you think he emptied the clip. He didn't empty the clip. He got one shot off. The gun jammed. Why is the gun jamming? One, it's not clean. Two, you're not using it. I'm not saying use it on people, but take it to the range.
No, go to the range and practice.
You
Yeah.
got to walk your dog. Like we used to talk about it all the time. Like, man, you ain't walking your dog, bro. You know what I'm saying? You out here playing. Safety's on. You're not walking your dog. You're not cleaning it. That's why it's jamming. Because you ain't got the wrong clip in it. Now, if you put the wrong clip in a gun, even though it's the same bullets, the wrong clip for wrong gun, it's gonna jam. I've been there.
That's how YBG Duck in Chicago got smoked because he had some kind of aftermarket mag in there and this joint jam. You know what I'm saying? But that's a whole other,
If you can't back them up off, then they own you, bro.
Yeah.
So the joint jammed, then you see him run to the car and open the door on Dolph's side and grab the AR. And he's fiddling with it. Let me tell you why he's fiddling with it? Because he's taking it off again. Bro, I remember when you used to rap when we had a record label, right? You remember I was like, bro, I'm gonna play the background. I deal with the finances. I do this, that, and the third.
Yeah.
And Jesus was like, yeah, I'm security. Yeah, he a thorough dude. He can be. But why would you put your guys in harm's way to be security? Why not pay someone security, wearing a bulletproof vest, carrying a legal gun on them, a few of them?
Yeah.
Know the terrain. Map out where we going. Map out where we coming back to. We know our routes. We know what we doing.
Yeah.
Moving bulletproof. Like when you in your city, you gotta be in a bulletproof vehicle because you never know. You never know how people coming. So those are mistakes I saw on their side.
Well, I mean, even that. Another mistake that I saw, in addition to everything that you mentioned, if Dolph is getting cookies, cool. Let Dolph get the cookies. Why are you not looking outside, head on swivel, always seeing who is coming? Because, bro, like I know you probably saw this too. Homegirl who was working at the cookie shop, she saw them coming and she was out of there. You know what I'm saying?
The term.
Bro, I mean, obviously homegirl is facing outside so she can see. But yo, if cookie shop homegirl knows to get low, your brother, your security should also know, hey, oh no, like there's danger around. Like I need to be, you know what I mean?
I'm moving. God willing, this never happens. There is going to be chalk and yellow tape out there, but it ain't gonna be for me and mine.
Yep.
Because you have to be prepared. Like if you have security outside, them boys ain't pulling up, and if they pull up, they getting smoked.
Yeah.
We backing you down. Yeah, their back should have been turned. Like, bro, even when I watch, listen to the autopsy, you know what I'm saying, like through the process of the court case, like it hurt my heart because bro got shot 20 times, and most of it's in his back. Not because he's running, he's gonna run through. his back is turned. He not paying attention. These dudes were cowards. How you shooting a dude in the back, bro? Like, what we doing that at?
Yeah, man.
And then even with the shooters, right? If you watch the video, the dude that was doing the shooting, like during the testimony, I was like, oh, bro sobered up. And now he have to live with the facts of what he did, and he can't live with it. That's why he's testifying. Not because he's soft, because he's catching that time regardless. It ain't that he's soft. He's trying to free his conscience.
Yeah.
And then when I watch the video, he jumps out the car and the joint doing like this. Bro, you can't even handle the gun.
Yeah.
Ask him how many shots he fired. He said he don't even know. Of course you don't know. You just happen to hit him 20 times by accident.
Yeah.
Or let's say 18 times, because the other dude that was driving, and then when he jumped out of the car and he starts shooting after everything's already going on, when he run up, he's pointing down. So I mean, Dolph is already on the ground. So he really didn't have to shoot. I mean, he's gonna catch that. He was gonna catch that time regardless, whether he shot or not. But you can tell he's shooting down. So Dolph is already on the ground.
Yeah.
Bro, like, it's just sad, bro.
Yeah, man. And bro, listening to the medical examiner and her whole, you know what I'm saying, testimony, and then seeing the t-shirts and the bullet holes and all that, and I'm just like, bro, like the whole situation is just sad, man, overall, man. And you know what I'm saying, like I wanna wrap it like this. Like, man, listen, for all you rappers and young brothers and all that, man, one, you gotta move very militant, you gotta move very strategic, move very, very smart. And bro, like your life ain't worth it. Like, yo, get your emotions in check, get your ego in check, get your therapy right, and that's it, man. And try to, get your money and try to stay out the way, because going home to your kids is of utmost importance. Being there for your family, taking care of your family is of utmost importance. And yeah, I don't know if you wanted to say anything else, G.
Rest in peace to Dolph, and my condolences and prayers to his family.
Yeah.
But we, like, as young dudes, guys getting money and being famous, rappers, entertainers, podcasters, whatever, we just have to, like, it has to be like, we have to learn a lesson from it. Like, we've seen too many dudes die the way they died, and they're almost similar, for us not to learn a lesson. Like, we not too tough. Like, tough guys get shot and they get smoked. And sometimes it be by sometimes it's by another tough nigga, but then most times it's by a sucker. So we just gotta move smarter, bro. Like, the goal is to get home, son.
Yep. Man, listen, the
Bro,
goal is to get home.
like his wife has a program says black men deserve to grow old. It's a fact.
Yeah.
And because we know that stacked against us, we have to move smart.
Yeah.
So let's just try to do better. That's it.
That's it. We gotta do better, man. So with that, man, listen, we appreciate y'all. Another episode of Brick by Brick, and we got more on the way. The website, you know what I'm saying, about to relaunch soon, and that's it, man. So peace, love, and that's it, man. Catch y'all later, yo.